Guys, yep, that's right. You read the title. We're going to be looking at Peach Barrel Wheat Ale from Kentucky. What is it? Kentucky Ale. I wonder where they're out of. Okay, this one was, not only was it a recommendation from my lovely daughter Samantha, but she brought it so that I would review it. And that's right, we are, with the help from Trump. And I'll be using the glass that Samantha had made for me. Actually, there's 4 of them. What is wrong with the frickin' camera? Hang on. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of beerish. It's beerish. Really beerish. What? It smells a little peachy. We're out of time. Cheers. It's like a wheat ale. Doesn't have quite the I was going to say, it's not quite as smooth as, say, Bell's Oberon, or that honey raspberry ale from Castle Danger. But this one is also at least 3 to 4% more than those. So it's also barrel aged. Actually, I guess I don't know if it is. Well, I don't know. Let me see. American style wheat ale, brewed with natural peach flavors, that it has, and aged in oak bourbon barrels. So it's that the oakiness of the barrels that add that little bit more of an intense flavor to it, but not a bad one. But then again, I also approve of the 8%. And it looked like there was quite the piling of comments. So let's, Gunwild1 said, cheers, dudes, and that was on the summer ale. That was the last comment there. Then I had a guy, Jason Brewer, on Gray's Oatmeal Stout. Hands down, my favorite beer, Gray's Oatmeal Stout. Excuse me. I think I gave that like a 6 or a 7, and it is not my favorite oatmeal stout. Personally speaking, I think Lake Superior Brewery kind of set the benchmark for me. I did have something from, I think it was Brickyard in California, that was very good. First on Passion Fruit was Ben N. Second was Matt Davis. Man, it's hot in eastern Washington. Thank God for cold beer. Crazy Scotsman, third, whiskey. Crazy Scotsman, Joey's a liar. Whiskey. Whiskey. I don't... I don't even know why I listen to you, Scotsman. You're nothing but a fucking troublemaker. Let's go with a little Wyoming. A little Wyoming. And of course I'm sure I'm going to get into a zillion comments. I really want to thank Nikki for doing a brew review. She would have done a lot more, I guess, if I would have invited her. She's a crazy bitch. She's psycho. Cheers, Scotsman, and a big cheers to my my hot crazy neighbor, Nikki. Later that same evening, hey, I think that actually went in. Okay, JR10, okay, laughing my ass off so far. First off, your neighbor is definitely a brew babe material. Second, right out of the gate, she owned you. From the get-go, she took over and felt a sense of control that I've never seen before in your reviews. Yeah, that's pretty much the way she is. You know what I'm saying? Smile Money, top 5. JR10, again, Nikki, thank you for your service. Semper Paratus? Yeah, she's, I got stung by another fucking wasp today. Again, I think I told you guys the other day I got one right there and I didn't die. You know, I didn't stop breathing or anything. So, you know, I'm hoping for most of you guys that was a good thing. But I was surprised at, you know, I don't know I know this is weird, but I don't know if I've ever been stung before and then I get stung. But I found today, when this one happened, I found where the little bastards were. They actually had built their nest under the top cap of the decorative post on the front porch of the house that we're replacing the entire basement on. And if you know what an acorn squash looked like, seriously, it looked like where the stem is on an acorn squash, just cut it flat off the top, hang that from the bottom of the decorative post. This thing was at least 4 to 4.5 inches across, and she was fully geared for getting ready to launch the second wave of attack. The thing was completely filled with larvae. I mean, they were moving until I stopped them from moving. You fuckers. Hazman, lick it real good. Joey, holy live brew babe. Eric, you can leave and Nikki can stay. Yeah, here we go, and it starts. Hang on, I gotta check. That's my buddy Steve Schweitzer. He wanted to know if I wanted to come over and bid and do a job for one of his neighbors. They ordered and I said no, go fuck yourself. An IKEA kitchen, and the like weeks worth of texts from Steve about this fucking IKEA shit cabinets only solidifies the fact that I told him I wasn't interested in even bidding the job. Joey Cuz, not to mention, he made the mistake of telling me kind of what these people are like. First of all, I believe they're libtard dumb fucks, and but these are the hoverers, and I've always had this philosophy. Depending on what the job is, the last one, and I actually told a homeowner this, and he got kind of pissed off at me and left. I told him I was refinishing some hardwood floors for a gentleman, and he's like, I mean, I'm not even kidding. I got the headset on. I got a 220 motor running my drum sander, and as I back up, where I normally know the wall's going to be, I start to feather. Well, in this particular case, I got here instead of here, and hit him, who evidently wasn't fucking smart enough to move. I mean, here's a big empty room, plastic on the doors, me in the middle making a whole bunch of noise, and this fucker, I don't know what he's doing. I'm not responsible for watching you. And I hit him. You know, I'm not expecting to hit something, so I'm not like feathering up. You know, when you do this long enough, I've been in the case of refinishing hardwood floors, the first one I did was over 30 years ago, so you get to just instinctively, I don't even have to have my eyes open. I know before I get to the wall to feather off the floor. Well, this didn't happen. Left a mark on the floor, and I know customer's always right, except for this asshole. I mean, I stop, I look at him, I said, here, Mr. Jones, I said, just so you know, it's $55 an hour for what I'm doing. It is $75 an hour if you're going to watch, and it's $100 an hour if you want to help. He left. Trust me, if you're going to have people in your home doing work, unless you really think the company is completely dishonest, which you shouldn't have hired them in the first place, fucking leave. It turns out this guy took vacation. He took vacation time so he could hang out at his house and watch me work. So I digress. Joey, you need to give me Nikki's number so I can send her pictures of the 13-inch pubic hair and how I keep it in my pants. JR10, Ultimate Wingman. Joey Cuz, Eric, are you still here? Yeah, no, Joey, I'm not gonna give you Nikki's number. Just saying. Joey, just remember Nikki is the only one that could stand in front of the Brew Babe the whole entire review and not get in trouble. I think it's funny that she picked a girl that if you gave Nikki a little bit of an enlarging and then put a headgear on her, she would have looked just like the girl that she picked. And I let her pick. I mean, she was going through the assortment, and she goes, "Well, she's hot." I'm like, "Yeah." They wouldn't be in the folder if they weren't. Mike Gillian 426. I would kidnap Nikki myself too. She is hot. Wade, you put a headdress and suspenders on Nikki, and you have the Brew Babe. Nah, I think so. I mean, yeah. Wade, Nikki is a perfect example of why a nitroglycerin comes in small packages. Wade, you have no idea. It's like self-edit. One, what if she watches this? I mean, no, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I told her flat out, you know, she's not ugly, and she's a pain in the ass. Let's just say this. Nikki's a really good person, and I've had a shit ton of fun with her, and it is sad to see her go. maybe we can maybe I can get her on a video chat or something and have her tell her to buy the same beer that I'm reviewing and just you know, have her here instead of, well, maybe side by side or something. Matt or Brad. Okay, shit. Wait a minute. 2 things. Where the hell was Nikki when I was there? Actually, Brad, I'm sorry, but she was just living. Let's see, perspective. Yeah, she was just living right over there in that green and white stucco house on the corner. You think I am gonna have her come over here when you're here? What are you? Brad would be like, yeah, Nikki, I'll be right in there. I'm making your drink for you. Yeah, ignore that white powder at the bottom. 2 things. Where the hell was Nikki when I was there? And whatever she said is 100% correct. Pretty brunette with a ponytail. My favorite. Maybe. But when she takes her hair out of the ponytail, which is like 1 or 2 times in the entire time that I've known her, she came over here when she did Christine's blog radio show, and she did not have it in the pony. And at first I was like, who the fuck is coming in my backyard? And where did I put the rupees? That's why I told her. I go, you really wanna bug them? Take your hair out of your pony and do one of those Fabio hair tosses. Brad again. This channel just hit the next level. Come on, Wade. We want Nikki. Who? Eric? Who? Not even kidding. Fuck you guys. Douglas Walther. Pure gold here, Eric. She is a keeper. Yeah, she's... Brad, finally a real brew chick. Jesus God. Gillian, Nikki is my kind of girl, and looking very sexy holding that AR. She can come over anytime. Oh, here we go. Got an essay from Mr. Holster. Well, now I've found studies on both sides of this issue, prostate and brain cancer studies, indicating antihistamines linked to an increased cancer growth. And I have found a study showing that they aid in the reduction of... I tell you what. I am going to finish reading this whole thing, Mr. Holster. As a side note, though, Mr. Holster, as soon as we are done hanging out here, which going off of what looked to be a shit ton of comments, why? Because Nikki was here? As soon as we're done, I am going to be going up and I am going to be making what is planned, honestly planned, to be my dinner. A big glass of the beet, lemon. I got some broccoli to throw in it, and some frozen blueberries, as per recommended by you. And yes, I will be going with skin on the lemons. All of them, and not just here, just in case, I don't know. Because I know that's where all the good shit is, right there. Joey, Nikki is like the singer Meatloaf. She'll do anything, but she won't do that. No, she would do that too. Joey, shit at least gave you roofies and you don't remember. I still cry to this day. Mr. Holster and JR10, again, the two of them going back and forth about science, and EMT Railfan, hoo-ha, a living, breathing brew babe. At the 37-second mark, just how well does Nikki know your neighbor? Let's just put it this way. I highly doubt that Nikki has ever said to herself, gee, I have a question for that person. Nah, I won't ask. No. Like Wade, like my big brother said, trust me, I've known the girl for, what is it, three plus years? Use all your fun analogies. The fuse has already been lit, the wick is dumped in gasoline, the nitroglycerin is sweaty and about to go off. Brad? Let's put it this way, Brad. The reason that I didn't introduce you to her is because she would probably kill you. Joey, best part of the video, 22 minutes and 44 seconds.
Show you two examples and you can tell me which one you think is better.
What exactly happened? 30? 33? Joey, if you're trying to insinuate that the best part of the video was when I left it, you can go fuck yourself. Joey, blowing the tip off a revolver. Oh, so many innuendos in this video. Stephen Bush, how much did she drink prior to the record button being pressed? Let me think. Came down here and did this when I said, not really too much, I don't think. Then again, Steve, let me put things in perspective for you. The night that she was here for Christine's blog radio show, I believe I bought a case of beer, and when she left, there was 6 left, and I didn't drink any of that beer. She unless you're feeling really good about your beer skills, I wouldn't challenge her to a drinking contest. Mr. Holster, this is the last I will post on this. Just don't want to be accused of not spelling things out or being vague. You might want to check out this. And I will. Trust me, I listen to everything. I mean, Mr. Holster, if you want to talk about some stuff like let's just say that I believe there's a lot of things that influence negatively, and I also believe that there is also a lot of things out there that aren't getting the fair credit that could very, very much potentially help fight cancer. Smile money. So refreshing to see a woman that is confident and can joke with the best of them. She pulls no punches. As a matter of fact, at some point in time, I'm not going to use that analogy. I'm just gonna move on. Stephen Bush. I don't get any females on my vids. Send one. Smile money. Nikki even described the beer so much better. It smells like Florida. Stephen Bush, honestly, that rose gold tin bulk carrier will never scratch nor change color. It's worth it. They have shiny tin silver as well, but this is for the woman's rifle. Nah, the link that Steve sent, that bolt carrier was freaking awesome, and I'm not complaining. I just Salty Shellback found a nickel boron one and is sending it for the girls build. If somebody wants to buy the shiny tin $280 bolt carrier, I will set the other one aside and we will use it for anything coming up. We still have 2 more campaigns for Justin to do, and I have no idea. Maybe the next one will be a one-of-a-kind build for an AR build for guys, and we'll do the same thing, and I get to pick the fucking colors with Jim. So, I'm just saying, I fully agree with you, Steve. That is a fucking awesome bolt carrier. It would be perfect in that build, but you know, when one of your good friends, and little ninja fucker is probably in here for all I know, calls and says, I found a nickel boron one and I'm shipping it. That's all I'm gonna say. If somebody, I mean, even if it's a few guys go together, if you wanna put the one in there that Steve recommended, that one is awesome, and he's right. When you put that tin TIN coating on there, the Rockwell is like what, 75 or something fucking just insane. Beautiful bolt carrier. So, and I always tell people, you know, if we get multiple things here, I mean, it's not, I mean, I've got stuff that has piled up. Shit, I was cleaning out some stuff and I found some shit that's been sitting here. You know, I find a bag with a knife in it and a note, and it's like, oh, fuck, I completely forgot about that. Steve again. Is she the same neighbor that was there when we visited a couple of years ago? I'm not sure. Oh, no. That was the girls next door. One of the two of them next door was, you know, pretty hot, but the two of them combined don't equal Nikki. But yeah, no, Steve, he didn't get to meet her either. Steve again, smile money, laughed my ass off. My friend Peter, wow, she's a sweet neighbor. Hubba. Have her come back more often. See, I hate to disappoint you guys, and I thought I mentioned it in the video. Nikki resigned from the Coast Guard, and the reason that she was here in Duluth, Minnesota is because that was part of the rotation of places she's been, well, in the Coast Guard. She decided to get out of the Coast Guard, and she is going back to school. She is going to school in Michigan, and her mom's friend, who lives in Michigan, flew up here to help her finalize the. She sold her house, and help her finalize everything for the move. And because it's a military move, Christ, I almost want to like join the military just so this can happen. Today, the moving company showed up, and the other night, Well, Christine was doing her blog radio show with Jim, Haboob 308, and it was a fucking awesome show. I've gotten to listen to about a half of it, and I got to finish it. But I tell you, you sure appreciate the quality of interaction between two people when they are both on a subject that they're passionate about. Jim and Christine on the gunfighter stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I don't know shit about. I mean, yeah, what I know about the famous gunslingers would all be what I've seen in a movie, and most of that is dramatic bullshit, and it's not accurate. But while that was while they were doing that, that's when me and John Huber were over hanging out with Nikki and Nikki's mom's friend, who is also, I mean, if you're into MILFs or GILFs or whatever she is, either way, she's like, so what was I saying? So I'm over at Nikki's and I'm looking around going, I mean, imagine it looking just like this. And it's like, this is on Saturday. On Monday, sometime, like I think I'm supposed to see her to say goodbye. I'm still supposed to see her by the time this is over, but it's like, okay, it's Saturday, and on Saturday the place looks like this, and you're gonna be on the road between 6 and 7 p.m. on Monday to head to Michigan. And she's just like, it's a military move, and the company that's moving me won't take a box and bring it out and put it into the moving truck. They need to put the stuff in the box so that they know that what went into the box wasn't broken. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so seriously, they're just going to fucking show up? Yep, she goes, they're supposed to be here between 8:30 and 9 a.m. and they'll be here the entire day packaging up what's left. I mean, granted, it didn't look like completely, well, her kitchen kind of looked like this. It didn't look like completely like this. I mean, she basically went through and you know, she gave me a whole shitload of stuff, brand new, I almost use the words untapped, an unused gas cylinder for the grill, a couple of brand new fans. She hooked Samantha up with she had one of those like office style water jug dispensers, and it even had a heat side on it, so if you wanted fresh filtered water for your coffee or tea. I'm like, damn. She's, yeah, thanks for asking. She's, I wish, I mean, I guess maybe I should have had her on a brew review a lot sooner. I should have just assumed that you guys would have thought she was okay. So, Peter, I'm sorry to say that it's going to be unlikely. I mean, distance isn't going to change our friendship, but it'll make it virtually impossible for her to stand right here. Like I said, maybe a video thing or something. Mr. Holster, 3 minutes 56 seconds, and once again the guest drinks the beer while the host continues to babble endlessly. Mr. Holster, 404, he drinks the brew. I carry one. We need to have a serious discussion about trading neighbors. Jim Hornifixer, it smells like me. Laugh out loud. No, the beer did not smell like you. Smile Money, as for Joey having a nice box comment, that was your comment. I was just questioning your judgment. Stalker Steve, 4785-3399-7638. That is my account number. Take what you need for the AR and the awesome girl. Stalker Steve, P.S. I will send a van. Ed, Nikki makes a great brew, babe. Just stay right there. Nikki makes a great everything. She's a great friend, and it really sucks because me and Christine, finally found somebody that was sick and twisted, like us. I mean, it's a pretty cool one. I mean, you guys know me. There wasn't a fucking thing that I could do or say that didn't get a response like I would expect from Wade or Smile Money or Joey or Big Jeff or Ed or the rest of you sick fuckers. Rich, Fumaster Shoot 12, the guy who hasn't shot the fucking gun yet. Well, I'm in favor of a new host. Just kidding, bro. Just you win on the neighbor department. Yeah, if I actually just did a circle around my block and sent you pictures of the neighborhood, yeah, I'm doing okay. But the best part is it's actually, I think I've made this comment to you. You know, Smile Money, I will tread lightly on the security issue. Let's just say that maybe Fort Knox has more detail to their system. I mean, I thought our old system was more than adequate, and then the new one has so much more shit, and then there's the cameras and blah blah blah, and I'm always like, well, why? You know, it's like you got Michelle next door, we got Matt and Danielle in the next house over, and then across the street we got Tamara and Michael, and I'm not quite sure about the people across the street. They moved in and they are antisocial but quiet. The people that used to be there, Dave and Tracy, they're fucking awesome. I mean, these are the kind of people that you actually, I mean, Dave, I'm still friends with Dave, just not as much because, you know, he used to live across the street. But I remember I'm at work one day and I got a picture of my friend Miles, who you've met. Miles is going into my garage. Dave is all the way, he's like a block away with his phone zoomed all the way in, and you can see Miles opening the door of my garage, and he sent me a picture. He's like, let me know now if I need to go fucking cap somebody or it's cool. I'm like, no, don't hurt him. He's authorized to go into the garage. I mean, that's just, I mean, why? You know, why do we have to have this security system? But you grow accustomed to it. It's nice, you know, having the cameras and being able to go, oh yeah. I got one set up in that direction. No, just kidding. Rich again, does she have her own beer review channel? She knows her beers. This one looks and sounds like a great drinker. Are we talking about Nikki or the beer? I'll just assume we're talking about Nikki. Rich again, this review is hilarious. A little bit of everything all wrapped up in one video. Rich again, oh my, that delicious FN57. Oh no. We all like brunettes. Rich again, well, that was another fine review, brother. Love the guest host. Cheers, my friend. Wade, I live in East Central Mississippi on the state line with Alabama. It's not how sick I am, it's how truly don't give a fuck who knows it. Okay, there you go. Yeah, and trust me, if you think that my security system is good, I think I think Wade's is fortified with shotguns. Multi-gunman, what the fuck? It's about time I got here. Yeah, where the fuck you been? Ed, excellent review. Nikki and E, big cheers. Real cool burnout. Thank you, Nikki, for the heart palpitations. Gunwild, your neighbor not only has a great personality, but she is a hottie as well. Jeff again, don't worry about not taking a drink before a certain time. Contracts are made to be broken. Joey, best part of the video, 2954. I know I said that earlier. Not even gonna look, Joey. Joey, goddamn, I want to do an Irish car bomb with this chick. Joey, I have drank with you. Granted, we were drinking 10 and 11% stuff. Having said that, having drank with you versus drinking with Nikki, all I can say is you would probably be the one that woke up sticky, broken, confused. Joey, lucky bullet. Oh, Gunwild, Abigail Ratchford was a wonderful choice for a brew babe. Anytime. Ed, you the girl, Nikki. Now, not to tease the rest of you, but Ed has gotten to spend extensive amount of time in video chat with Ed, because Nikki comes over a lot while I'm video chatting with the boys, and never mind, I'm just going to go over here. Gunwild, Nikki is cute, drinks, burps, and loves guns. If she isn't afraid to fart in front of people, she is the perfect woman. But Big Jeff, you'd be really happy with what went down on our porch the other night. Let's just say you don't want any open flames around. Joey Cuz figures Eric Block's a hot ass. Mr. Holster, thank her for her service in the Coast Guard. My father was a naval intelligence, maybe an oxymoron depending upon what branch of the service you were in, and I spent a lot of time on a boat growing up as a result. Mr. Holster, by the way, Jack has no parameters when it comes to sex. Perfect. Mr. Holster, Ebomi, my son, if you eat beets, you're gonna have purple poo. No, it looked like I bled out. I mean, it's one thing when just the poo, but I mean when you're going, oh my god, it's like, oh, it's okay. Sharky, guest star, Nikki, did good. You're one lucky fucker with a neighbor like her. Yeah. Sharky, hell, when she asked if I wanted another one, I was already pouring my fourth. Sharky, damn it, E. The pistol AR was unsafe as fuck, and Nikki outdrank you. Man, you're losing it. Sucks indeed. Nikki moved away from Duluth, another reason to get the fuck out of here, E. Yeah. Maybe move to Michigan. See, Michigan is still out. I should even admit this, but Jim, Hornet Fixer, if you get this far, here's a test. Nikki is in Michigan as long as she is in school, and then she is going to not be that far from the Hornet Fixer, because her end game is to be back in Florida. So I still could end up being her neighbor again. And then the last 4 comments are all from the belated and my lovely friend J Wolf from Elite Ammunition. Haha, beet juice will do that. I'm sure he's talking about bleeding out. Haha, Norm Collins, the tattoo artist behind the labels. Jay, that AIM surplus I have heard really good things about. AIM AR223 titanium nitrate 93010 MPI bolt carrier group. Oh, my little, where are we? We're already way too long. Who cares? All I can tell you is I don't even know when this thing got cleaned last, but here, and again, like I said, I know for a fact that this hasn't been cleaned. This is the AIM surplus light carrier that is in the AR pistol because I decided to take it in the direction of light. It has a 300 blackout suppressor weighted / pistol spring in it. It has the T1 buffer. It has this in it. It has an adjustable gas block in it. I know there's some people that are like, don't drink the Kool-Aid, whatever, NIAP. And this is the bolt carrier. And I'm sure if I cleaned it, but this is the way it looks. If you know me and you knew, I'm just going to leave it out because I'm going to wipe it down and put oil on it because I don't know how many rounds. There is literally thousands of rounds through that right now, and that's the way it looks. This bolt carrier, on the other hand, has less total round count and was twice as expensive, almost 3 times more expensive, and this is clean. This was shiny silver. Shiny, shiny, focus, focus. This was shiny silver. This was more shiny and more silver than the AIM surplus, and this is like almost $300 nickel boron from Spike's Tactical, and that's how this looks. And this has been cleaned. There you go. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, here I can. More rounds, more history, and is dirty right now. Less rounds, and is clean right now. Speaking of clean, you see once again I had my sterilization moment and just needed to redo the desktop. I moved a bunch of my favorite custom knives, Mr. 45 Bullet, the knife that Aaron made me. Wade. This, which you may say hasn't been this, my good friend Tardisius made me a long time ago. There's a date on the back of it. I believe it's from 2014. Made me that a long time ago, and it always sits right here where you can't see it. But I appreciate our friendship and the fact that he handmade that for me, and I decided to move that over there. But I just cleaned the desk. A whole bunch of the stuff that was sitting on the desk is actually sitting on display right there, so I can still enjoy it. You just can't. I needed to declutter. And last comment was from Jay again on the wrong video. CMMG did give him that Banshee and also included our ammo. he chose not to use my ammo sent with the gun. I don't want to be a shit stirrer. Actually, I guess I don't care. Let me see if it's a what Jay is talking about is those videos that a whole bunch of you were talking about were all they were all under contractual obligations to not to put their videos out prior to the date that they basically all got sent out at the exact same moment in time. So that's why on the same day you saw, well, I saw at least 4. You know, Messenger is a piece of shit. You know, you talk to somebody and all of a sudden it's like, where's their comment? Where's their comment? Because the video that the first video that I saw was from my friend J-Dog, and for whatever reason he's not showing up, which doesn't surprise me at all. So let's just do a search for him, and there he is. Let's see. The YouTuber in general was Harleywood23. His video for a while, you'll know that I have his video right now has 1,701 views to this. Strangely, 119 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down. Good for him. That's who I was telling you guys about. That was the video that J-Dog sent me. They gave him the rifle. They sent out Jay's ammo, and I watched this guy make the comment that you should stick with something good, this American Eagle. Again, you can believe me or you cannot believe me, because Jay Wolf, the owner of Elite Ammunition, is a friend of mine. Jay, as you guys know, Jay flat out told me, I will only do the work for you if you give an honest review. If you're not happy about something, say it. I'm not going to cater to people that just are going to say all sorts of nice things. Okay? Appreciate that. One of the most upstanding, I mean, when it comes to running a business, if I had the money to start a business, I would want Jay running it for me, because he knows what customer service is, and he does something that he's passionate about, and it shows. So they give these rifles away so people will do videos. They ain't fucking give me one. And they send along a bunch of Jay's ammo. This fucker doesn't mention it in his video. As a matter of fact, he talks about there's some small companies that make ammo, but you should stick with well-known companies, and I'm endorsing American Eagle. Well, guess what, Harley douchebag, or whatever the fuck your channel is again, you're an idiot, because of all of the ammo I use, the last thing that I will ever purchase for my 5.7 is fucking American Eagle. It's pussy ammo. I mean, as far as range time fun, I'll go with FN, and a plug to the Crazy Scotsman, because the big stash of it that I have right now, he sent me. And when I need more, I'll be talking to the Crazy Scotsman. But when it comes to what I carry, and yes, I do shoot some of it to make sure that the gun functions correctly on it, it just sucks, because his T6B rounds, they're just fucking kick ass. And I don't like to shoot my good steel plates with it unless they're way out there, because it just fucks them up. I'm sorry that Harley dude, whatever your name is, the fact that you were sent the best ammo and you endorsed the worst, thumbs down. That's the last comment. I'm going to go take a look at who's in the I Heart Club and then get out of here. I have to go make my juice. The Crazy Scotsman. I Heart Club fuckers whiskey. God, you're such a cunt. By the way, Mr. Holster, if you haven't already figured it out, the home defensive firearm today is my P220 chambered in 10mm, and I have the Viridian green laser on it. I know some people are like yay or nay, but this is an in-home. Right now, this is an in-home defensive weapon, and nothing quite gets it done like go fuck yourself, like looking at a little green dot right on top of your heart. And just to make it even more fun, the ammo of choice is the Black Talons, because I am not prejudiced. Oh, sorry. Crazy Scotsman. You know, Scotsman, it'd be nice to know that every single time that you dump this shit on me, that you too are taking a muscle relaxant. I really gotta get some good fucking whiskey. Of course, the problem is when it's good, it doesn't last long. That bottle of vodka that Ed sent lasted about 15 minutes. Gunwild, fucking Scotsman beat me to the punch and got first in the I Heart Club. Fucker. Joey, I'm here. The I Heart Club party can now begin. Mr. Holster, Jack still thinks the I Heart Club is totally gay. Ed, did I make the I Heart Club? Laugh out loud. And Ed, well, let's see, giving credit where credit is due, Crazy Scotsman is the founding member of today's I Heart Club, and Ed is the closer. And this brew review was brought to you by my daughter Samantha, who thought that this was really, really good and that I should have it so that I can share it with you guys. Otherwise, she would have given me more than one. Selfish little brat. Okay. I do not know if I could make this a daily drinker or have like a 12-pack and then just sit and hammer on these. But if I had these sitting around, I would definitely have another one. It's 8%. It's got that going for it. It's a barrel-aged wheat with a peach flavor and a natural peach flavor. I think this is pretty good. And Sam's like, you know, why is it so hard to just admit that if I find something that's really good, that you can say something good about it? Okay, Sam was right. This is good. I'm gonna give this a 9. And yeah, she also obviously doesn't watch my brew reviews, but she brought me the cream ale in this also, and I've done a review on the cream ale. And I had one the other night. Corey opened up one for me, and it's, I don't know, for some reason the other night it was better than I remember it, but So, yeah. So if you see this, give it a try. It's pretty good. And make sure that you remember Samantha sent you. Okay, that's it. We're out of here. I'm gonna go lube my carrier. What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday. You'll probably see me before Jim's show. So, but I do have a special guest in town, so we maybe do a brew review tomorrow, depending on when he's done with work. So, fuck it, over an hour. Cheers.